All right, so I have the best Kobe Bryant build for you guys in this video. I'm actually going to show you two builds. I'm going to show you Kobe number 24, and then I'm going to show you Froby number 8. And they're both different. They both have their pros and cons. They're both going to be very good. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will like them. Now, that being said, before I show you the build, actually, make sure you like and subscribe. I would say help me get to 1,000 subs, but you guys already did. And I'm so thankful for that. I still have a hard time processing it because it's hard to believe, you know, and every time I check my sub count or my account, and I hit refresh, it goes up like a sub or two or maybe 3, or if I spend 30 minutes without refreshing, it goes up by like 20. And so I still don't know how many subs I have. Right now I'm at 1,154. So like I said, thank you very much. And I don't want to waste your time. So let's just get right into it. The first build, Kobe number 24, shooting guard, 6'6", 215 pounds, and a 6'10" wingspan. Now keep in mind, when I make these builds, I make them to resemble the player while I try to adjust the build to make it good for online, so it's not like a poor build or anything, or a bad build or any sense. It's not the most meta build, so I know people, I've seen people complain about that. I'm not a fan of meta builds. If you guys want me to show you meta builds, I guess I'll do that, but let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste too much time. Close shot 85, driving layup 70, which is very good. Now driving dunk and 87, a standing dunk 40, and your vertical at 75, in my opinion, is the most valuable inside finishing attributes, because you get posterizer on silver. 87 driving dunk gets you pro contact dunks off 2, gets you contact alley oops, it gets you every alley oop in the game, and it gets you the LeBron dunk style, which is insane. I mean, that alone makes this build worth it. With finishing, you're going to be an excellent finisher with this build as well. And the craziest thing about it is no one's going to be able to stop you from getting inside, because you get a 90 post control. Obviously Kobe Bryant was a monster in the post. Not just the post control and post moves. You know, he knew how to shimmy, he knew how to fake, he knew how to spin, he knew how to do everything. But he was incredible with his mid-range shot and his fadeaway, which this build gets a 94 mid-range and a post-fade Phenom Legend, which is a very good badge to master. And you get Set Shot Specialist on Hall of Fame and Dead Eye on Gold, which are very worthy badges to get on a tier max +1, which is just, you know, a little side note. That is incredible. Now, 3-point shot, 89, which is very good because you get limitless range on silver. Another badge that is worthy of a tier max +1. And by the way, you do get the Kobe Bryant animations if you're wondering about that. Now the 89 3-point shot is a very good attribute, and to combine it with the Set Shot Specialist on Hall of Fame or Legend, just saying, you're probably not going to miss many threes. If you learn how to rhythm shoot, or if you just work on your timing over time, you'll probably shoot in the 50% range in my opinion. But that's beside the point. Now your free throw, 80. I personally always put my free throw around 80 or above, just because I don't like missing free throws. And my controller died. It's kind of embarrassing. Oh well. Now pass accuracy, you want to put a 71. I've said this many times before, but I believe that's like the best value attribute for non-specific passing builds, because you get diamond on silver. In my opinion, that's a very good badge. And if you just, if you're a smart passer, you'll be fine with it. I have it on the center, and I don't struggle with it either. So that's that. Now ball handle, 85 and a 75 speed with ball. The other build, the Froby build, does get better handling and is faster, and it has better dunking, which is kind of obvious. But this is, I think, will be good enough for you to create at times. But again, this is more well-rounded. If you want to go into the post, you can. If you have to go on the perimeter and drive, you can do it for sure. Now interior defense, this is where you take a hit. You don't have the greatest interior defense or block. You get a 35 block and a 50 interior defense. That's the big downside with this build. The other build doesn't really have that downside, if I remember correctly. But I guess we'll check in a second. But steal and perimeter defense, 85. I think that's a good attribute, especially for something this offensive heavy. I think that is very solid, to be honest with you. Offensive rebound, 51. 45 defensive rebound. 80 speed and a 76 agility for badge purposes. I think 80 speed is good enough, in my opinion. I personally haven't struggled with it. I know people like higher speeds, but this is the only way to make the build work. And a 65 strength, which gets you strong handle and silver. I personally think strong handle and silver is a very valuable badge. Anything above it, like gold and anything extra, is very useful. Now that's the first build that I'm sharing with you guys, and I think it's a solid build. Obviously you don't get the comparison with Kobe, because I don't know, for some reason it's harder to get the comparisons, but you are called a 2-way 3-level shot creator, which in my opinion is amazing. And obviously this guy's 215 pounds and he looks pretty swole, so if you don't want him to look like that, drop the weight. It doesn't affect the attributes. I just put it at 215 because I like my players looking bigger for the thumbnail, but that's beside the point. Now that's the first build. That is Kobe number 24. I'm going to show you guys Froby, which, I know for a lot of people is their favorite version of Kobe. Now this build I already made. I don't have to take you through it, but you do get a 93 driving dunk, a 43 standing dunk which gets you the animations that you would want, and an 80 vertical. Now, I would have made this build for attribute cap purposes or cap breaker purposes. The vertical to 85 and the driving dunk to 96 is usually what I would go to. But with this build, you have so much room for cap breakers that it wasn't worth it. You can put your cap breakers on the mid range. You can put it on the 3-point shot. You can put it on your ball handle. You can put it on your defense. You can even put it on your speed. So you have a lot of room for cap breakers on this build that will take it to a new level. Now, you can take your 3-point from 84 to 89, your mid-range from 89 to 94. So you can, I mean, you won't get the same post animations because the post control is lower, but you still get some ridiculous animations. And the ball handle 86 with the speed with ball 86, I'm telling you right now, if you use your cap breakers here and you get to 91, you unlock some very solid animations and some very, very solid badges. But lightning launch on gold alone makes this build pretty much worth it. I'm telling you right now, for a KOBE build, this might be the best Froby out there because your driving dunk is insanely high. Your mid-range and your 3-point shot is very good, and you have so much room for improvement with the cap breakers. And your perimeter defense is also very solid. You'll be fine with it. So, to be honest with you, man, I really like this build. I personally like the first one better because I think it's more well-rounded. But this build is pretty darn elite. And the cool part, and I think you guys saw this, but it's also called the 2-way 3-level shot creator, which is such a dope name because, oh no, this is called the 2-way mid-range slasher. Now, when you get your cap breakers, you can definitely elevate this build a lot. But I will say, in terms of cap breakers, technically speaking, this build over here, the first one, is the better one. Because you can improve your ball handle, you can improve your speed with ball, you can improve your perimeter defense, you can improve your driving dunk, you can improve... Pretty much, those are the only couple things. But, I mean, I guess it's a pick and choose, whatever you want. I personally like the post control in this game, so I would probably go with this build. I don't know if you guys have seen... If you have seen any of my videos, you know that I like post control. So that is the KOBE Bryant build. I wanted to deliver something that was nice and something that would be maybe fun. I might make a build. Obviously, I don't like spending VC, so I have to grind for the VC. I don't like spending money on VC, so I have to grind for the VC. But if you guys want me to make a specific build, and drop some footage on it, let me know. I have a couple builds right now that, but before I let you guys go, like I said, thank you very much. And I just wanted to say that God bless you. Jesus loves you. I hope you guys get saved soon enough, and take care. Goodbye.